Can't get enough of the intrigue, drama, and excitement behind the history of Las Vegas? Live it by dining at the Golden Steer Steakhouse, the oldest steakhouse in Las Vegas and an old haunt of Tony Spilatro's. The Golden Steer has been serving up famous and infamous customers since 1958. From mobsters to the Rat Pack, Muhammad Ali to Holly Madison. Enjoy this classic experience in person or try their world-famous best steaks on earth in the comfort of your own home by ordering today at goldensteerlasvegas.com. This is Jeff Gehrman, an investigative reporter with the Las Vegas Review-Journal and host of Season 2 for Mobbed Up, The Fight for Las Vegas. The star of Season 1 was Frank Cullotta, the childhood pal of Anthony Spilatro, the Chicago mob's overseer in Las Vegas in the 1970s and 1980s.
That's the Stardust is where the skim money come out of. First thing out of his mouth is he goes, "Listen, Frankie, I'm not sure yet. In 2 weeks I'll know for sure. But right now I want to know, are you up to whacking the Jew?" I know what that means. That means killing Lefty. You'll bring him to the desert. You're going to know where the hole has been dug.
Cullotta, a hitman and enforcer for Spilatro, turned government witness and testified against the feared Chicago mobster. Cullotta died just a few weeks after Season 1 concluded. With me today is Venko Nikolov, a longtime waiter at the Golden Steer Steakhouse, an iconic Las Vegas restaurant founded in 1958. The restaurant has been a favorite over the years of a long list of celebrities and notorious underworld figures, including Spilatro and Cullotta. Venko served many of them and became especially close to Cullotta. Venko, what were your thoughts after you heard Cullotta had died last year?
Oh my, I was actually very sad. We was not so good friends, but I just miss him. Just miss his story, his energy, and he was very friendly. Only many times he mentioned, I was in the wrong side in the law, and otherwise I'm a good person. And I believe this, you know. And I have the last pictures actually in my phone, were actually from the TV, and Besended, the ex-mobster, died today. And that was the last one person from Chicago outfit.
How many times did he come in? Was he pretty frequent?
Yes. I know him personally for over 25 years. And he was every few months, I should say, every 2-3 months. Lately, he was coming off very often. The reason why he was running some kind of, he was driving with chauffeur and kind of tour, running some tour for the tourists. And most likely, this all people coming like 3-4 men or some mostly men. They come in for dinner. They finish the tour with the Golden Steer.
What was his favorite meal? What did he like to eat?
His favorite was a veal picada, but we just talked, and I said, why you don't try chicken picada? It should be a little bit more lighter for you. He said, that's a good idea. I never talk about, because I'm Italian and I want a spaghetti, but we don't have spaghetti. We have toasted ravioli. So he said, that's a good idea. And he switched this.
So he wasn't a steak eater?
No. One time he tried the petite filet mignon. No, he was not a steak. Italian, probably no. They grow up in different way.
Do you have a favorite memory of Cullotta?
We have, actually, we talk about a little bit in the steer, but one time, I said, I want to see you, but I don't want to hang in different place. He said, I'm mostly, I start my tour from Map Museum sometime. And if you want to come and see me, we can talk. So I was there one day, a while ago, I don't remember exactly. And that was actually in Speakeasy under actually it's a Map Museum, some place which calls Speakeasy, and we was talking why his memory for Golden Steer was so strong, because first time Tony Spilatro called him from Chicago to come to help him and to be his right hand in Vegas. Basically, they met in the Golden Steer. That was the first time.
Drove to Vegas and met Tony. I met him at the Gold Rush, which was on Sahara by the Golden Steer.
The reason I say why exactly Golden Steer, because was no surveillance, and basically Spilaccio was very comfortable in Golden Steer.
Now, you never met Spilaccio, correct? You started after.
Yeah, I started after. I arrived in Vegas very late. Actually, Spilaccio was gone. And this is the second time he said we met again with Spilaccio and Golden Steer. We decide, actually, Spilaccio called me and said, we gotta eliminate it, which means you gotta kill Jerry Lisner. This is the some small hoodlum, small gangster who actually was ready to testify about Cullotta and Spilaccio, and that's what's happened. They decide to be eliminated, this gentleman, and they did this. Actually, he did this. Yeah, Frank Cullotta.
So Cullotta talked about that with you.
He said, I have to do this because if I don't do, they're gonna kill me. It's kind of like my boss said this, Tony Spilaccio, and I have to do this.
So was Tony. He told me I got to do it. You know what that means, don't you, Frankie? And I said, yep. He said, you got to kill him. He said, or else he's going to put us both in jail. The feds don't know if he's lying or not. So when I was ordered to kill him, it took about 2 or 3 weeks before we could line it up, you know. And I emptied it out in his head, and then he finally died. Tony asked me, why'd you throw him in his pool? And I said, DNA, Tony. I said, remember, I didn't have any gloves on. I says, you know, it's all over me. I says, I wanted to make sure when I got out of here, we didn't have no blood on us.
What were you thinking when he told you something like that?
Wow, that was a little bit scary, but obviously this is them rules, and I read about Maps a lot, and they kind of unique, different people, scary people, but they follow their own rules, you know, which is probably different rules as our rules, but that's what they're different. I just want to mention before the third time actually happened. Frank Cullotta introduced his family from Chicago, and I have pictures with them and Frank Cullotta, which was very interesting. You know, his brother and a wife of the brother and the whole family. Né?
They all came in together, you mean?
Yeah, they hang together. They come from Chicago to see Frank. That was a few months probably before the pictures is very fresh. Few months before actually start this epidemic, and I have pictures with them.
How would you describe him again as a person from your experiences with him? I know you talked about that a little bit earlier, but...
Yeah, he was very quiet person, but he said, I have a lot of things on my plate.
No pun intended, right?
Yeah, so he told me about the pizzeria. He opened the pizzeria around 1980, 85. I don't remember exactly what year. And one day he said, in the front end pizzeria come yellow Rolls Royce. And I was looking, that's strange. So from the Rolls Royce comes out Wayne Newton. And actually he asked him, hey, can I come here with a group of people? He said, no, you cannot come with so many people because this pizzeria is only for 20 people. Okay. Since this, Frank said, every week when Newton come with it.
Really?
Yeah.
For how long?
For 4 years. It's crazy, né?
Yeah.
So he with his yellow Rolls Royce, and he asked him, how you know about my pizzeria? He said, my wife. Obviously, he was married. She was having lunch pretty much 2-3 times a week before she told husband, you got to go there to see the Frank.
The restaurant's name was the Upper Crust, correct?
Yeah. So what happened is next to the restaurant was some kind of lounge or something like small bar, and he told me that was kind of very good. We already look at the story because we like gangster. We was not able to receive liquor license, and basically next to us was some lady. She owned this the club with a small like afternoon drinks club or something like this, with a liquor license, and we did hole. That's what we start hole in the wall. Actually, we did hole in between the two between the rooms, and we can deliver the drinks to our restaurant. That's how it started.
Well, thank you for joining us, Venko. This has been Jeff Gehrman for Mobbed Up Season 2, The Fight for Las Vegas. Can't get enough of the intrigue, drama, and excitement behind the history of Las Vegas? Live it by dining at the Golden Steer Steakhouse, the oldest steakhouse in Las Vegas and an old haunt of Tony Spilatro's. The Golden Steer has been serving up famous and infamous customers since 1958. From mobsters to the Rat Pack, Muhammad Ali to Holly Madison. Enjoy this classic experience in person or try their world-famous best steaks on earth in the comfort of your own home by ordering today at goldensteerlasvegas.com.